Boo! Boo and ballism.
Yeah, we're moving away from that one. Into Melt Panic, a different level. So this is what, 2 weeks? 2 weeks of cooldown in between?
Oh, I don't think embolism took that long, but it felt like it.
Okay. Oh, there's other levels in this game other than embolism.
Wow.
Alright, so this is just like the other melt levels, or pole levels, except all the power-ups are bad, and Uka Uka will sometimes just fuck with everyone. Get him out of here.
Whoa.
So you want to stay away from
Get
Uka
him
Uka.
out of here.
You desperately want to stay away from Uka Uka's beam, because he never gives you anything good, and he will melt the ice,
Oh no.
making the playing area smaller and smaller. Oh yeah, now you fall off on your own. Not a great start to the recording session, but...
Well, we've got a long way to go before we get any worse.
Yeah. No, not gonna happen. So, anything interesting happened since the last recording session that we can talk about?
Well,
missed him.
I was talking about how I was playing Control and was gonna play Alan Wake, and
Oh,
I
that's
did
right.
that.
You did that?
I did that.
Oh, come on.
So like, I beat Control. I played Alan Wake, beat it in 2 sessions, then quickly did American Nightmare, which isn't a very long game, and then I did the Alan Wake DLC, and now I've, like, aside from 100%ing achievements and stuff, I've beaten all 3 games, and they're all very good.
Oh. Well, this is how easy the game can be sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, it's this or that which I've already
That.
spoken of.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I remembered something I wanted to say at the beginning of this recording session. I want to make a correction on something I said last time. The Simpsons characters are in fact Ruth and Laura Powers, not Powell. I don't know why my notes said Powell. If it was just I misread the Wikipedia page or autocorrect or something, but I'm putting that out there now so that people know that I got to it before anyone complained about it to me. That's all I had to say.
I'm glad you have this platform to correct your own mistakes.
Yeah.
Might even be your mistake, depending on what happened with translation of notes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Alright, 25 seconds. 2 of these rounds lasted 11, so... Well, not like that. That's what Uka Uka can do to you sometimes.
What a bitch.
Why is he always going for me now?
You do remember playing this game 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah, but like...
That's why he always goes for you.
Come on. Oh. Come on. Well, that's a timeout.
Nope.
It's also at this point in real life, as opposed to the fake world of the internet, I started editing the death montages for this series. Not this series, the marathon.
The grander series.
Yes.
Of Crash Bandicoot.
I'm in the middle of Crash 3, and it will absolutely be uploaded by the time this goes up, and good God, there's a lot of deaths in that one.
Yeah?
Primarily because time trials.
Yeah?
And even editing that, this game was always at the back of my mind. Because, Christ, that's going to be a lot.
Eventually you're going to run out of deaths to delay the inevitable. And then you'll have to edit this.
That's going to be like a day away at most. Alright, in this crystal challenge, you can't save yourself from falling. So normally you can...
So
try
if you hit the edge, you're done.
Yeah, basically. So it's a game of stay away from the edge. Well, one's down already, so... Come on, Uko, do your thing.
What else have I been doing in the 2 weeks?
There goes Rilla. Oh dear.
Ooh. Just a couple of days ago, I started playing the new Wolfenstein.
Oh!
The Altered History collection. So they're pretty cool.
Oh, Jesus. Alright, there's one of them. Oh, come on. Nice!
Alright. Let's see, that was 6 minutes.
You cannot keep track of this for every level.
I'm just pointing out, significantly shorter than 3 hours.
I wasn't on my game that day. And also, I've recently discovered...
Would that have made a difference, really?
Well, after the fact, I found out embolism is, in fact, notorious for being one of the hardest levels in this game.
Yeah.
So...
We looked at Reddit and everything.
Alright, now the pogo level. This time you got Ripperoo here.
Whoa.
And his gimmick is the same as it has been. He'll do TNT shit.
Whoa.
I just remember I've got to be looking at the laptop screen instead of the TV. For the sake of the delay. So this is the most chaotic of the pogo levels.
It looks it.
It's the only one where 3 scoring crates can show up at the same time. So it tends to be the most high scoring.
Do you need the mic to be moved?
No, I can sit forward.
Fair enough.
I wasn't looking at the levels, so... The pogo levels in general tend to be not my favourite levels in the game, just because I think I mentioned last time, but like they're mandatory 90-second length.
Yeah. Still, better mandatory 90-second length than mandatory wait for everyone to be eliminated.
Man, you just got a real sour attitude about those ball levels, don't you?
Yeah, I wonder why that could be.
I think your first question when I was like, so we're recording again, was like, how many ball levels are left? To which the answer is 1.
Let's see how long that one takes.
Hopefully not significantly long, considering the crystal challenge for that level has a 10 ball starting point instead of a 20 point starting point. So,
fair enough.
Just on maths alone, it should be the shortest. Oh, I want these. There we go. I thought he nicked them from me, but he went the other way because he's silly.
Whoa.
Brio. So as of this recording, we are 13 days out from Crash 4. And once again, I'm reminded of the fact that right at the start of this, I said, I'm going to finish this marathon before the 4th game of the series comes out. Oh, hang on. I usually never get these. Jimmy. But that's okay, because now I'm not in... Now the time limit isn't going to be... I'm not stressing over getting it out in time. Oh dear, Qualicon. He's ahead of me, isn't he?
Qualicon? Yeah, by 10.
Okay, count on.
Now by...
It's okay.
number.
I
think I just pipped him at the post there. Oh, he got the last crate! Damn
Nope.
it!
Yep, he beat you.
Right at the last second.
So what about you, Cuff? Have you been playing or watching or doing anything
Well,
in the 2 weeks?
we've both been doing something. Last week we had our improv show,
That's true, we did.
the Comedy Olympics.
To a 220 plus audience,
Yeah.
we all did very well.
You didn't hang around long after the show because it ended very late.
Yeah.
So I didn't really get to like. What were your thoughts on the show?
Yeah, it went well. I'm looking forward to doing the next one.
Yeah, the next one, which I suppose I can plug here for those of you who are interested.
Yeah, this will come out before
Oh,
then, yeah.
well before then. So we're doing our first long form improv show, meaning it's not
Yeah.
going to be a bunch of smaller scenes with some kind of restriction or rule to them. It's instead going to be one big story. over the entire
Improvised
show,
long form narrative.
which is something I've wanted to do for a long time. It's
Yeah, because you had that idea for the that D&D show where
yeah. It's a concept that's really cool, but you need a very specific subset of people to make it work.
yeah, you need people who are good at D&D and improvising.
Which probably means I should probably submit it to Rising Arts because that's a
Yeah.
perfect subsection.
Um,
So the entire point is like it's a group of people. The story of the play it's a group of people playing a round of D&D. But whatever happens in the game affects the
Yeah.
narrative that happens with the characters outside.
and
of
like
the game.
it is affected by real world
Yeah.
die rolls.
It's not in the sense that like I've rolled this. Okay, now because of that I'm gonna go like take a piss essentially in character. No,
Yeah.
it's mainly like our two characters in this campaign are we have different ideas about what the party should do, and this leads into us having an argument in character about where we should have gone for dinner and how it's affecting our relationship. Well, that's a bad example, but like that's generally the idea. So like you have intersecting D&D gameplay on stage, which
Yeah.
isn't like it's not scripted or anything. So it's like all the roles are real, but then it's also that affects the character drama in the real world. That's something I've had for a while. I actually forgot about it until you brought it up just then.
Mm.
I've had that idea as long as you've been telling me about your animated thing.
Yeah.
You want to talk about that?
All right. Fine, I guess I'll
Now that-
talk about the animated thing.
Now that I've brought it up, it seems rude to the audience who don't know about it.
I mean, the audience of this particular.
Some of our friends don't know about it.
Are you sure?
Well, some people we've met recently who you haven't spoken to about it, yeah.
Are they the same friends watching the Crash LP?
Some of them might be. You don't know. Just cover your bases, dude.
All right. Well, for the probably no people watching
the very
this
small
that haven't
Venn
heard me
diagram
heard me
overlap.
talk about this before. I don't know. Yeah, it's fairly simple. Like, there's no real gimmick or twist to it. It's just an idea I had, based on a bunch of characters I created to just be like, here's a cast of wacky fun characters. Let's do an animated fantasy, like tongue-in-cheek parody-esque thing.
And like I've been hearing about this, like I said, since like 2015.
Yeah.
But like recently, you've been making pushes to be like, okay, let's actually do it, and let's get story ideas and shit.
Yeah. I should probably start writing for it at some point. I almost did once. I got like a half a page done.
Oh really?
Yeah.
And what happened?
Then I didn't do any more.
Fair enough. That is a logical answer to
Yeah.
that question. Ah, come on. Oh, I need to get 40. Never mind.
42 points before Ryu gets 2. I love how the start of this gen thing was like, get your score to 0 in the allotted time, but the allotted time is
The exact same time that you always start this game with. I need to start making sure Brio doesn't get so many points. He's got a lot of banked points in the wings. Come on. Ah,
He hasn't actually banked any of them yet.
yeah.
It's Kong and Rillaru you got to worry about.
Well, he had a lot of. He had a lot of. Come on. Let me move. See, the CPU can kind of sometimes trap you so you can't move, and then when you got a TNT crate there, it can be frustrating. Let me take advantage of these speed boots while I got them. Get these ones as well, that'd be handy.
Rillaru's got 9 left.
Ah, crap.
Well, I think I could do that. At least in this challenge, the round ends once someone hits the point total. You don't have to wait out the
Yeah.
time.
That's some comfort I can take. Okay.
Go this way.
78. Cool.
Would you be better off, like, trying to more consistently fill out squares and stuff?
Potentially, but then if you know when you're a box, the CPU can just run over your hot life's work, and then it's time wasted.
I mean, yeah.
Those are really the only 2 strategies you can bring into this game.
Like this, the Pogo games aren't really that strategy oriented. It's mainly just go for a box when you can see it. Hope you can get some speed boots in time. All right. Okay, how many? 6 left.
6 left. Yeah, that's a pretty commanding lead.
And that's a victory.
Yeah, this
right
box.
there.
Hooray!
You did it.
Hee hee ha ha indeed, Crash.
Hee hee ho ho.
It should be the ba da da from Crash 1. Because he's never once gone hee hee ha ha in the trilogy.
I'll get Naughty Dog on the phone.
Yeah, it's wise call. Naughty Dog didn't make this game, but
Well, they still had some level of creative control, I assume.
no, they handed their reins after CTR. They were moving on to Jack and Daxter. Alright, Crystal Challenge. This time Ripperoo puts out nitros, and if you hit one, it's an instant death.
Just like the mushrooms from the first Crystal Challenge. So you gotta be hyper aware of where Ripperoo is, because he will 100% target you, and you gotta stay away from the edges, because that gives him a lot of room to maneuver to get you. And get away from me, you fucks! See, there we go. He's specifically going towards me now. Come on. You see, he won't even lay down a nitro unless he's near you. Get...
When you go to move and then the CPU's there, so you can't move there. Ah, it's so annoying.
Oh, you didn't even go for that one, okay. Would you... They're boxing me in!
You sure you don't want the mic or laptop moved slightly?
Oh, and
You're just bobbing and weaving a lot.
I see why you asked before about moving the mic. I thought it was just...
Jesus Christ, that was awful.
I'll be fine. I mean, that was a real supreme case of dickery by the AI on that one. They weren't even trying to hide that. Yeah, so if you're right near the edge, there's more chances for Ripperoo to trap you.
Yeah.
So the... Oh, jeez. Move away from the edge.
Doing pretty good
You're
now,
doing okay
though.
right now, but only one. It all it takes is one nitro to end your day.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus! All right, so much like the mushroom one from the first warp room, this game is all about getting a big enough score to stay ahead of the AI, and then it's
And then stay safe.
defense. Oh no, I'm not going for that one. It's right in the corner. Seconds. Alright. Yeah, I saw that coming. Get away from me! 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Carl! Alright, I'm good.
Actually, I'm pulling Carl again instead of Qualicon. That's the little thing from Charlotte coming back. But there we go. Only one failure that time. I remember that one used to give me a lot of trouble as a kid, but that one you can actually have a plan going into it. Alright, now on to Snow Bash. So this one's interesting. So it's one of those crate throwing levels, but there's Penta Penguin in the middle, and if someone hits him, he'll go into a big spinning frenzy and hit all the boxes and shit, and he does a lot of damage to you. So the start of this rules section says, avoid waking the penguin. You want to know what the primo strategy for this game is?
Wake up the penguin.
Especially when you're playing against the AI, because they will not hide from the penguin. And then once you wake the penguin, the strategy is to stay in the corner,
and just let him kill everyone.
Let him kill everyone else. It's one of the first things I learned how to really cheese in terms of games. And also, since the crates go really far on the ice, Crash's spin attack is also really valuable here. Which is another reason I like to pick Crash as a kid. Damn it. Alright, I've got to be careful now. Oh, that was close. Ah, of course you got me, bro. He's gonna... Never mind. He hit the nitro instead. Okay,
cool.
It's really... as soon as you die, the CPU AI drops, like...
Yeah.
Entirely. It's very unfair. But even if you don't hit the penguin, the AI absolutely will.
Penguin awake. Awaken my masters.
Of course, the nitro spawned right there. Oh, come on. Just hit the nitro already. Oh, okay, it's just out of reach, apparently. Did they die at the same time just then?
I'm not sure, I was looking at the penguin.
Right, yeah. Okay, of course you take advantage of invincibility frames, you coward. Okay, so now he's at a point where...
Whoa.
See, as a kid, I always see the square that shows up there with the numbers in it, like the yellow outline.
Yeah.
Me and my siblings would always interpret that as like the camera crew coming in to take a photo of the winner, and whatever pose whoever was in the square was in, like when the frame paused and went to the black, that was the image that was taken. So especially when you're playing team mode, where it'll either focus in on the person in front or it'll zoom out so that everyone can be seen.
Mm.
We always interpreted their like jumping up to celebrate victory as, oh, I gotta be in shot. I gotta be in shot. Okay, someone woke him up. So we never actually talked about what the next improv show is. We said we were going to plug it, but then we just moved on to our own shit. So there's a role-playing game called Fiasco, and it's essentially going to be that turned into an improv show. Done.
And that's all.
No need for further elaboration.
Because we don't know the specifics of it yet. That's all we know ourselves. We begin preparation for it this week, I think.
Yeah,
That's
on
the first-
Wednesday.
I'm not exactly certain how many people are going to end up in the show itself, but we at the very least start preparing for it.
Because it's like, it's what, 6 people?
Six is pushing it in a
Yeah.
regular Fiasco game. Uh-oh. Pass this on, please. Pass this on, please. Pass this on, thank you. Dead. At least that killed him. He's almost dead. Got him.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
See Crash's head, if he jumps at the wrong time, his head's out of the camera frame. So it's the worst victory shot ever. Alright. Gem challenge. From memory, this crystal challenge is very unimpactful in terms of what it actually imposes on you.
What does it do?
It basically increases your ice physics and that's it.
Okay.
So as long as you can maneuver with ice physics in general, you're fine. Okay, get that out of here. Alright, that's killing them. Not fast enough though. Die, please. That was a great use of Aku Koala Con. Yeah, they're not gonna die in time.
Speaking of improv,
Yeah?
they're also starting workshops again.
They are also starting workshops again.
So if you at home are like in the area, which I presume most of you are,
Oh, Jesus Christ. My health is very bad right now. You can sign up to do... Thank you. You had enough of me saying, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have been better maneuvering there. Yeah, you can...
You should have been better maneuvering.
I should have been better maneuvering. So you can go to the Rising Ice Productions Facebook page and click the link to apply for... Dang it. Apply to be in the improv classes. If you're just starting out or want to reacquaint yourself with the basics, we've been to the workshops before, both of us, to a certain degree. They're very good, very informative, you learn a lot, and you have a lot of fun. I believe because of COVID restrictions, they're only accepting like 15 per class right now, so get in quick. Damn you, Carl. Christ, this is just not long enough to maneuver around the penguin and kill people and stay alive yourself. Why am I doing? Go straight to the. Or will Rook can do it for me. That's cool as well.
Come on. I was really hoping that would hit the nitro crate. No, this isn't the one either.
Just because of the time, this challenge is so much easier in the crystal, which is not something you can say for a lot of these challenges. Someone kick the penguin! No one's been hit yet! This is not how you do a time challenge!
Not how you do a time challenge, maybe.
Okay. Okay, that's gonna be heavy at least.
So do you want to talk about the biggest controversy in gaming at the moment?
What would that be?
So Long Gay Bowser has been removed
From the
from
All-Stars
3D
pack?
All-Stars. He just says bye-bye.
And they're still charging $60 for it?
Yeah.
Unacceptable.
$60 for 3 emulators that don't cut out classic lines.
The do kind of classic lines.
No, no, yeah. I like halfway through the sentence, I was like, because I had 2 sentences in my head. One where I'm like $60 for emulators that pretend they're not emulators, and then the other sentence was I could just play an emulator on PC.
And that won't cut out the classic lines.
Exactly. So halfway through, I switched from one sentence to the other, and that's my explanation for what happened.
Also, its power is not power,
Yeah, that too.
or the other way around.
It's not my fault. Nintendo told me.
Oh Jesus! Why is there always just one person who's just ridiculously OP? It's the same. It was the same with the ball things. Like always, just one person who's doing super well.
And doesn't Christ on a bike.
The gem challenge Snow Bash. Yeah, that's the thing that's gonna be doing me in today. That makes total sense, said me this morning, predicting the future.
Well, if you knew this was going to happen, why didn't you practice?
Because
Prepare.
otherwise it wouldn't be the future, it'd be a paradox.
Well, you can predict the future and still, like, do something to change it.
No, because then what was there to predict?
I mean, the future's not set in stone. You can predict something will happen and then take steps to avoid it.
Depending on what theory you prescribe to, that's not necessarily the case.
I mean, if predeterminism exists, that's an incredibly depressing view of the world, so I'd prefer not to.
I'll take the hit there, give Brio some TNT points. TNT points. It's Kong again! Oh, hang on. Oh no!
I was going for the Aku Aku, but ice physics.
I think Falcon just stood there next to the TNT to accept his punishment.
What else have I been doing since the last one? I've been watching King of the Hill. Yeah, it's King of the Hill. It's good.
Oh, come on.
I started watching the Godzilla animated series based on the like the Roland Emmerich movie, the bad one.
So is the movie any good?
The movie? No, I just said that.
The show, I mean, the cartoon. Is that any good?
No, yeah, the show's pretty good so far. Like it,
Oh.
pretty consistently. Like when I was a kid, I used to have a VHS with like one episode on it. So when I got up to that one, I was like, I can almost just like recite this from memory. But no, I consistently heard from various online spaces that like even though the Matthew Broderick movie was bad, the TV series is actually pretty good for like that era of late 90s Saturday morning cartoons.
There's always a catch.
Well, no, I just mean like that's the kind of tone. Like that's not a comment on the quality. It's just like it's of this era, so it feels like a lot of like the is it the real Ghostbusters or the Extreme Ghostbusters? I can never remember which one's which.
I'm the
Oh,
wrong
like-
person to be asking about this.
Or like all the Spider-Man and X-Men cartoons and stuff, or Gargoyles and all that shit from that time period.
I need a new approach. This is just not working at all. Oh, Christ, okay. Go for the penguin. Okay, that was good. That was good. Oh no!
You still got time. One good hit.
What?
Unless you completely choke and cheese
I
it.
really thought those TNTs at the top were in the right radius to hit him. Wrong angle. I've been watching Milo Murphy's Law, the second show by the Phineas and Ferb creators, and it is very good.
How many seasons has it got?
He's got 2 seasons currently.
Is it still going?
It's on hiatus at the moment.
Right.
From everything that's been said, the renewal of the show is dependent on how many people watch on Disney Plus.
Right.
So watch on Disney Plus, everyone. It's very good, and it needs its 3rd season. "40 seconds.
Speaking of good Disney shows that are happening at the moment, first season of Owl House is done, and that show's fucking great. Amphibia's also ongoing. That's in its 2nd season. Also pretty good.
There's Rillaroo down.
He's just sitting on that magic pixel for a while.
Come on. Thank you, Christ. Oh, come on! That was 100% gonna be it. Christ.
You can't pick up the TNTs, can you?
You can.
Oh, you can?
Yeah. But Crash's throw is very weak. So. Oh dear. Oh my god. Come on, get it, hit
Penguin
him.
almost...
Penguin took out all 3 of them, I think.
It almost took out you.
Yeah. I hadn't.
You almost got hit stunned to death.
That would have been really heartbreaking. Onto the crystal, which I've promised is very easy.
Wow.
So this might just be the biggest egg on my face moment ever.
I don't know. Maybe of this session, but like...
Well, with the handicap of slippery shoes, yeah. You decide if these are slippery or not. Well, go on. I haven't heard you decide yet.
Well, I don't have a point of reference for how slippery they were to begin with.
That's just a regular ass crate down here. Oh, it's fun to not have a ridiculously strict time limit for these. Oh dear. Alright, well there's one. Almost another. Just stay away from... again. Just kill each other. Just, that's not killing each other.
They've teamed up against you.
That's not taking each other out. Oh, this. Oh my god! See, the shoes had nothing to do with that. That was just hard AI teaming up. See, yeah, jumping counteracts the slippery shoes, so
Yeah.
this basically amounts to jump a bunch. Oh, come on. Got in before he got the one for free. Yes.
Cool.
Oh, stay away from Carl! I will just be calling him Carl. Just because of muscle memory, essentially. Okay. Oh my god. Oh yeah, that nitro couldn't get in. I'm gonna use this opportunity to get some more fruit, baby. Okay. Get that! Nice.
Hooray!
Let's Snow Bash. Alrighty.
What happens next?
I'll tell you what happens next. It's Metal Fox.